Two red cards in the France-Scotland game out in Paris. Did Canone deserve to be penalised? We'll find out on this week's Whistle Watch. Another week, another defeat for my beloved Wales. Before I answer your Emirates Fan Questions, I'll name you my team of the Six Nations so far. But before then, it's time for Whistle Watch. Let's start with a red card for Scotland with Gilchrist. Pretty straightforward and a pretty clear red card here, to be honest. So he goes in high, he's always upright, and the shoulder makes contact direct with the head. So the onus here is on the tackler because he hasn't gone down lower, hasn't made an attempt to wrap and causes direct contact to the head. We don't have any mitigation, we have a high degree of danger, so the officials go through the teamwork and it's a clear red card. Haouas red card. So basically what he does, he just goes flying head first pretty much and makes head contact direct into the head of the Scotland scrum half. What we have here is what we all want in the game, is good teamwork by the team of four. So his assistants and the TMO are looking at this and they prompt the referee, look, have a look at this again. He leads with the head, direct contact to the head, high degree of danger, no mitigation, and then the referee goes from where he maybe was thinking on the yellow card. With the help of the team of four, he now goes up to a red card. Some people asking, there's a forward pass in the first try for England in Cardiff on Saturday. No, it wasn't. The pass was not forward. No matter how proud a Welshman you are, if you're trying to think that that pass was forward, let me tell you now, it wasn't. The pass is, I would say, at the worst flat. I even think that the pass is even backwards and the pass is 5. So no forward pass. Again, some of you Welsh supporters have been asking, why didn't they go to the TMO to check Sinclair's try? Well, great refereeing work I felt here, because he got into position, he saw the ball was grounded, and for him that was a try. So what will be happening in the background is this. The referee gives a try, the TMO will be checking it all in the background to make sure, and if the TMO had a doubt, I don't think this is grounded, he would have brought it to the referee's attention and they would have put it on the screen and they would have looked at it again. But the referee was there, he saw the ball making contact with the ground and gave the decision. And that's what we want. Less TMO in the game. There was no TMO calls in the Wales-England game. There was one or two in the background where the referee was checking something or the TMO was checking something and telling the referee, no, it's fine, play on. And that's great teamwork between the officials and the TMO. That's what we want. Less TMO. Another question that some of you Welsh supporters have been asking on social media is, were England and Wales blocking on the kick and chase? It's a very difficult area of the game to referee, because what the players can't do is, when they're running back, is deliberately change their lanes to block the chaser. So they can't look around and can see a player is coming and they change then to go in front of him and block it. What they can't do as well is they can't go back there and sort of form a shield around the ball carrier, preventing the opposition getting at him to compete for the ball. So all he needs to decide is, were they putting players in front of the catcher to block the opposition and to protect the attacker? If they do that, it's a penalty. If they don't, it's play on. The Canone penalty, people thinking it's a bit harsh, he did nothing wrong. Well, did he? Let's have a look at it. Well, what Canone does, Canone just stands his ground. So it's a case of the Irish scrum half running into Canone, not Canone making contact into the Irish line. So this penalty was a little bit harsh and shouldn't have been given. It should have been play on, Canone doing nothing wrong. Well, that's it for Whistle Watch. Not that many controversial calls to talk about this week, which was great. But let's move on now to your Emirates Fans Questions. Let's have a look at your questions then. At rescues_greyhounds asks, I'm a new fan of rugby and, well, welcome to the game, and a former football referee. I would like to know how do referees remember when a foul occurs, especially when there is a long advantage call. Well, yeah, let me give you a tip here. Don't play advantage too long, then you won't forget. With a team of four, you have 3 other people to help you. Bear in mind, for the poor referee on a Sunday morning or a Sunday afternoon, on his own refereeing, he has to remember all this himself. So they will remember what the offence is, but they will sometimes need a little bit of help to make sure they go back to the right spot. At 2i2 Polly 802. Well, it sounds something like that, but I'm not quite sure if I said it right. So apologies if I haven't. Nigel, it's a great pleasure to find yourself here. Oh, thank you. I am one of your French fans. not the only one. I have a lot of admiration for you. That said, these cows are yours, question mark. You have replaced the lawn of the stadiums with Welsh meadows. Great. Yes, the cows are mine. They're all mine here. But no, the stadium, grass is safe. Doesn't grow high enough for the cows, so I have my own stadium down here. A few seasons back, the uncontested maul was a thing. A team member of the defending team could run around the back of the maul and tackle the ball carrier. Has this law changed? No, it hasn't changed. But what you were finding was that if the ball wasn't at the back with the ball carrier, the defender then would be tackling somebody who didn't have the ball, and that then became a penalty. So there was a risk to it. You must only tackle the guy at the back if he has the ball. If he hasn't got the ball, then you can't tackle him, because you can't tackle a man without the ball. At Ryan Boner 25, hello Nigel, fancy a pint? Yes please, and I'll have a pint of cider, thank you. Where are you going to buy the pint for me so I know where to get it from? All the best. Thank you very much for the questions. Now, I've decided this week to provide you with my team of the Six Nations tournament so far. So, let's have a look at it. It could well change by the end of the tournament, mind. Right then, let's go through my side, shall we? Here we are. Ellis Genge at number 1. George Turner, number 2. Finlay Bealham, the prop, has made 2 try assists, more than any other forward, but is injured and is out for the rest of the tournament, unfortunately for Ireland. Richie Gray at 4. Thibaut Flamant at 5. Jamie Ritchie is at 6. Josh Van Veer, World Player of the Year, is at 7. Caelan Doris made 41 carries, the second highest in the competition. And of course, who else at 9 but DuPont. But as well, a mention for Stephen Varney. I refereed him in his first game for Italy. It was my last. Finn Russell is at 10. Now, Russell really is on fire. Leads the competition in offloads 6, carries 45, try assists 4. He has also scored the second highest number of points in the competition with 30. James Lowe is at 11, Ollie Lawrence 12. Gary Ringrose is at 13. And Hugh Jones is catching him up. That may change at the end of the tournament. Who knows? We'll see. Big game coming up next. Scotland Ireland. Van der Muur is at 14. And Hugo Keenan is at 15. He ran the most meters in the competition so far. 415, scoring 2 tries. That's it. That's my team for the Six Nations. And now I may revisit that, as I said, before the end of the tournament. If you agree or disagree, let me know. Well, that's it. Another episode of Whistle Watch finished. Now we have a little break now, of course, with no Six Nations this weekend, but I'll be back after the next round. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye for now.